Mindfulness family. Today is the 23rd of December and I'm gonna talk to you about mindful eating. So, as humans, food is a basic need we all have, and if we don't have it, we cannot survive. In today's society, food has a different role, I think, for all of us. What we can see is that it's a lot of the time overconsumed, or a lot of people have strained relationship to food in general. So what is mindful eating? Mindful eating is paying attention with your senses while you are eating food. Basically, that's it. You bring your awareness to your senses. The first thing I do when I do mindful eating is to really relax. First thing is to just take a deep breath. Let everything go. Prepare yourself for the food you are going to eat. And then you can start to eat. And then it's easier when you close your eyes, because then you are not so distracted by everything around you. And then my first experience with mindful eating was, I think, over a year ago. I was in Brazil, and it really revolutionary feeling for me. It really changed the way I looked at food. Before, I enjoyed food, but I was never aware when I ate. The experience I had when eating mindful for the first time was all this explosion. Suddenly I had new sensations I didn't have before. It was all this texture, different flavors, different texture, different sensation in combination with each other, and I was just sitting there with a big smile on my face, and it made me really happy, and I started enjoying food in a totally different way. For me especially, eating mindful, it brings me to the now. It has become kind of a meditation for me. So if I can't sit and meditate and all my thoughts are wandering, when I sit down and I relax and I start to eat mindful, it brings me so into the actions I'm doing. It brings me completely into the now, and I can focus because I have something specific to focus on. And also it brings more joy and pleasure into the act of eating. So it doesn't just become this thing that you need to do because it's a basic need as humans. That's not just something we do to survive, but it's actually something you can enjoy and put an intention behind it. Another benefit of eating mindful is that you can respect fullness, like the feeling of being full, and you can respect the feeling of hunger, because you get more in tune with your mind and body. And what happens naturally when you eat mindful is that you slow down your eating, because if you are eating very fast with your eyes closed, you are kind of just rushing through it. And every time I sit down and eat mindful, it slows down the process of eating. And this also do that your body have time to actually feel when it's full. What happens a lot of time is that we just eat so fast that we don't even feel when we are full. We just expand our bodies. So it's a really good process to get more in tune to your body and your feelings. So your task today is to have one mindful meal, and you can do it in different ways. Either you can do it on your own, and just the best way of doing it is being relaxed, being in silence and having your eyes closed. Of course you can peek when you are eating, because it's hard to find the food without. The other way you can do it is to share it with your family. So Christmas is a time for food. Like, a lot of traditions are connected to food, and especially in this time of year. So we most of us are together with family. So what you can do to really appreciate this food you all have come together to create and appreciate the effort put into this food is to ask your family or your friends, depending on who you're spending them with, and ask them to take maybe 3 minutes together, 4 minutes together, and explain how you can do this. So sit together, take 3 minutes in silence, close your eyes and eat together and enjoy together this meal you have prepared. And then afterward you can share the experience with each other, and it can be really nice and it brings so much joy into this experience of eating. So that is your task. Share it with us on Instagram or Facebook. We would love to see it. For the people, for our family who have been here at the project, you know that we always start our meals together and we always share a food blessing before we eat. Some days ago in the Advent calendar, Anna and I talked about rituals, and also this food blessing is the ritual we have when we eat together. I look back on myself and I know a lot of people, we are not aware or we are not conscious about the food we are eating and where it actually comes from. We're so used to just going to the supermarket and buying the food and getting it on our plates. And this food blessing is a ritual, and it can bring more awareness into your meal and bring more perspective that it actually is people behind this. It's the earth providing for us. And also when you are cooking for someone, you do this with love and to give, and it's also then nice with the food blessing you actually recognize the effort put into this food and everything that brought it to your plate. So I'm gonna share this with you now to end up this little Advent calendar number 23. Thank you for this food. Thank you that this food could come to us. Thank you for the earth providing all the fruits, vegetables, nuts and grains for us. Thank you for the farmers who worked so hard on the field. Thank you for the people who brought it to the market, sold it there and brought it here. Thank you for all our lovely cooks and helpers who put so much love and energy into this food. May we use the energy of this food to help the people who don't have enough to eat right now, who don't have access to shelter, medicine or clothes. And may we also use the energy of this food to help the environment and animals. May all living beings be full of love and kindness. May all living beings be healthy and free of physical pain. May all living beings be calm and relaxed and without any fear. May all living beings be happy, content, and really free. Thank you. I hope you will have an amazing Christmas dinner and enjoy this meal to the fullest with all your friends and family. Thank you.